Dear learning community, how you doing? As you all know, I am Kyle's little brother Travis. I am standing on the front lawn of my house on Long Island. Jessica Breggy is our filmer today, and she will take over my position as soon as I get frostbite. I'm about to take you on a tour of Long Island and show you how global warming is expected to ruin it. We will be going to Sanapog Creek, a low-lying marshland about a mile away on the South Shore. It is so close and relevant that I could just go and run there. So come on!
Oh, Travis, alright, just get up.
Whew, that was a great run. Just got here at Sanapog Creek, but that actually wasn't a run. I just took the car. But it's 30 degrees out, you guys gotta understand. And Kyle, I hope you know how upset I am at you right now for making me do this. And I don't know if I'm gonna be your friend. Anyway, let's get down to business here. The first observable sign of global warming on Long Island would be the gradual disappearance of coastal wetlands, like this one, on the South Shore salt marsh islands caused by rising sea levels. The rising sea level are a result of the melting polar glaciers and the hydraulic thermal expansion brought on by global warming. Basically, water expands when it heats up. Do you know the effects this could have? In an area like this, there is a real threat of new disease. Mosquitoes, for example, love nothing more than a warm, wet marshland after all the devastation from the West Nile virus. We know the ability there to carry disease. Other vector-borne diseases are expected to flourish, resulting in high morbidity and mortality. Jess, I don't even know what these words mean.
It's alright, just keep going. It sounds pretty good.
Oh, okay. Parts of Nassau County, which have replaced some wetlands with homes and boating canals, will especially be affected. I'll tell you more about coastal living in a bit. In the meantime, who builds a house over a wetland? Finally, what about the osprey? Jess, what is an osprey?
Trev, I have no clue.
Okay, take a look.
Our wetlands is very important to us. Some of our marshes and creeks, they've suffered from pollution. Well, Kyle Mead, Dennis Heapy, and Michelle Delarusso, they are three 8th graders from the Our Lady of Perpetual Health School. That's in Lindenhurst. And they're restoring a place that fish and fowl used to call home. That puts them on our list of students making a difference.
Today we're restoring the wetlands here at Sanapog Creek in West Babylon so that fish and other animals can feed and breed in this area.
The whole 8th grade day from the School of Our Lady of Perpetual Health came down to Sanapog Creek to help bring back some of the wildlife.
I think there's maybe 55 of us. This used to be like a barren wasteland, and it's been vandalized and it was all dumped over, so there was no water left.
The wetlands used to be a home for the bird, the osprey, but due to deterioration of the wetlands, the osprey almost became extinct. Basically what we're doing today is planting trees and bushes to help bring some wildlife back, build a habitat for the animals.
We figure that if we bring back one and people realize how beautiful it really can be, other people might try things like this also.
Older adults should follow our example and stop polluting the place because it does no good. No purpose. My favorite part about working here is basically get my hands in the dirt and planting these trees. And I'm a kid, it's what I like to do.
You want about 3 inches. Now, the students from the Our Lady Perpetual Health School have been down to Sanapog Creek several times restoring the wetlands. We commend them. If you...
Alright kids, here we are at the Lindenhurst Marina. The docks, as the locals call them. Isn't it lovely? You are looking out at the Great South Bay. Since 1900, the sea level in metropolitan New York has risen by about 1 foot, which is faster than the global average, because geological pressures are causing the eastern edge of North America to sink very gradually. Due to global warming, the sea level is predicted to rise up by about 8 inches by 2030 and 4 feet by 2100. While a 2-foot increase by 2100 seems most likely, this would still do with significant changes. For one, the bulkhead here at the docks A bulkhead is a seawall used to prevent beach erosion or protect the mainland. Would have to be reinforced and raised. This will cost Long Islanders an arm and a leg in tax dollars. For people that live on the South Shore, many of whom already have major problems with flooding, any increase in sea level would have drastic effects. Basements would flood during the even slightest of rainstorms. An increase in rate of impact of wet weather might seem the most significant change in global warming will bring about. While the impact of floods and rising sea levels around Long Island may seem distant to many, it is important to remember Manhattan is a nearby island too. Many floods that used to occur every 100 years could occur once every 30 years, experts predict. If the Osprey or people's homes aren't big enough concern, I would imagine that the economy and the aura of New York City are. Across the bay, you could see the ocean beaches. Jess and I will make our way over there soon!
Oh, Trav! Oh, God! Oh!
That is good. Hello, learning community. It's Mr. Mead from Long Island, drinking some of the finest tap water in the United States of America. It's known for its cleanliness and its taste, but apparently global warming is going to ruin that too. Rising salt water could contaminate underground aquifers on Long Island. Also, projected climate change will tend to degrade water quality through higher water temperatures and an increased pollutant load from runoff and overflows of waste facilities. Scientists are looking at whether other distribution systems like new aqueducts or water tunnels might be necessary once the rainfall pattern changes. Alright, hello everyone, I'm back. It's Mr. Mead again. This bridge is the road to the Barrier Beaches. It's called Robert Moses Causeway.
Want to hear something ironic? My dad
That's me.
is named Robert Moses. Anyway, here is the Great South Bay again. As a result of rising sea levels, coastal storm surges, and increased frequency and intensity of heavy rainfall, coastal roads and bridges are anticipated to have shorter lifespans. Even maintaining the roads will be more difficult because of increased heat leads to rapid aging and a greater breakdown of sealants used to repair them.
Good. Here we are just across the canal from Oak Island, an island in the middle of the bay. Kyle's best friend Andrew has a home here, and many Long Islanders call Long Island home because of waterfront properties like these. Probably the biggest threat to the coastal region is the combination of rising sea levels and the expected increase in weather variability and heightened storm damage. A 3-foot rise in sea levels combined with a Category 2 hurricane spells massive destruction for Long Island. Environmental Defense, a private conservation group, argues that it is the job of local and state governments to prepare residents for the possibility that some coastal areas may have to be surrendered. Most politicians, on the other hand, have adopted what they call a no-surrender policy, vowing to protect the waterfront communities and the millions of dollars in tourism and tax dollars that they represent at all costs. As a real estate agent for Century 21 AA Realty, 226-5995, my best advice is not to take a 30-year mortgage on a home that may be gone in 30 years. Hello everyone, we're back. And what you're about to see right now is the most well-known coastal road on Long Island, Ocean Parkway. On one side is the Great South Bay. On the other side, just over those sand dunes, if you can see it, and not too far, is the Atlantic Ocean. This road runs along much of the South Shore and is the way to Jones Beach. Unfortunately, this would most likely be the first place to go underwater if sea levels continue to rise at their current rate.
This is Gilgo Beach. This is Gilgo Beach. This This is our town beach, and it is located on the same barrier beach as Jones Beach and Oak Island. My family and I spend a lot of time here each summer, but the beach is eroding at over 20 inches per year. This was an even more drastic and very noticeable between the summers of 2006 and 2007. Gilgo Beach tends to get very crowded on the hottest summer days. One computer simulation projects that the number of summer days over 90 degrees in New York could jump from the current average of 13 days to 32 days by 2030. I am so cold right now that I don't think it could ever get up to 90 degrees again. After filming this stupid project, I concluded that global warming does not exist.
We can add whatever we want now because Kyle's going to take it.
Is it on?
Yeah, it's on. So we can say whatever we want. All right, Kai, there's let's say Gilgo Beach in. That would definitely be underwater. The South Bay, we are freezing to death right now.
I am frozen.
All right, if I would have to say any grade less than an A+ would be completely unacceptable at this stage.
Wait.
I'm recording now. I just want to get some of the.
I have no idea why you're doing a global warming project on the coldest day of the year. This has been a Mead production, and I apologize for my poor reading skills.